What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Saturday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. Man, we've got a lot going on today. Once again, sounds like a broken record. It's the second last day of the NBA regular season. There's about a week, 5-6 days left in the NHL schedule. There's a UFC pay-per-view tonight. There's MLS soccer. There's MLB baseball. Anything else that I'm missing? Don't think so. Went 2-1 yesterday, so another good day. We had the Cleveland Guardians in the first 5 innings. That hit. Thankfully, it did because they ended up, I can't remember if they lost that game or not, but I know that Seattle did end up taking a 5-3 lead. But we hit Cleveland Guardians first 5 innings on the money line, and we hit the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels, yes, to a run in the first inning. That was the best Toronto bet of the day, and it was a Mike Trout rocket out of the ballpark. Jays ended up winning that game, so it worked out best. We won the bet, and also Jays won the game. We did lose on the San Francisco Giants. They lost 3-1 to the Kansas City Royals, so a 2-1 day, up a unit. And now here we are in Saturday. I will preface this by saying I'm not sure if there will be a best Toronto bet today. We're having our Easter dinner with family today, so I'm not sure how much there's going to be. A lot of Masters watching, a lot of golf to watch today, but I'm not sure that I'll be able to do sort of a best Toronto bet. Well, I will try to put something on Twitter. I don't think I'll be able to film a video for it, but I will try to put something on the Twitter machine. Let's start with UFC 287. I had a revelation this morning when I looked at this, and I was like, oh yeah, the pay-per-view is Pereira and Adesanya. I made the last bet. I've been doing this for a little while now. This is the 4th time that these two competitors will fight. The 2nd time in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Pereira has won 2 in kickboxing, 1 in the UFC. This is the 4th bout, and I don't want to pick a winner here. Adesanya is once again the favorite. He was the favorite last time, and he lost. I think this fight does end by TKO or KO, though. I like that number. I like it for a -110 at FanDuel. When the last fight they did go into the 5th round, there was a stoppage, but it just seemed for the last almost 2 to 3 rounds that a stop was going to be completely inevitable. And I don't think this fight is going to go the distance either. Adesanya has to be aware that this is going to be his final chance to beat Pereira. If he beats him, maybe they have a 5th bout, maybe they have another UFC bout, but if he loses to Pereira this time, it's over. He's going to come out striking. He said openly, this is my last shot, and I'm going to give it everything I have, which means he wants to use his knockout power. I think he's going to be fighting with a lot more urgency, which also leaves him open to mistakes, because I don't care who wins this fight if it ends with a knockout. Now, Pereira has also been stunned at the opening round in his previous matchup, and he managed to get a standing 8 count in his kickboxing matchup as well, so it has kind of gone both ways. Pereira is a knockout threat, and I think that his ability will open up for Adesanya to make a mistake when he's going to try to go for the knockout. He's also got obviously a ton of confidence. He's beat him 3 straight times, and he's also got very dangerous counter-striking ability. So I don't really care who wins this fight. I think Adesanya probably does. I think it's hard to beat somebody 4 straight times when you are somewhat evenly matched, but who knows and who cares? I just want this fight to end by a knockout or a technical knockout. That's -110 at FanDuel. Moving to the NHL, we're going to go to Long Island. We've got the Flyers at the New York Islanders. So coming into this game, Philly's out of it. They have 71 points. They're long since been eliminated from the playoffs. But the Islanders come into this. They've got 3 games remaining, and they're sitting tied for the wild card lead with the Florida Panthers. But they are just 1 point ahead of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So between the Panthers, the Islanders, and the Penguins, only 2 of those teams are going to make the playoffs, and only 1 point separates all 3 of them. So this is an absolute must-win for the Islanders. They are at home, which is advantageous, where they're 23-13-1, and the Flyers are 12-19-7 on the road. Flyers have been good ATS. I'm taking this pick. I like the Islanders on the puck line, because it's -102. This is also at FanDuel. Now, the Flyers have been good on the puck line. They're 47-31 to the puck line, but that's more early on in this season. They've lost 4 straight hockey games. They've lost by 2, by 2, by 3, and by 1 that was in overtime. Then they had 3 wins. Their previous loss to that was by 1, but then before that by 2. So they are losing somewhat more now. They lost to St. Louis, to Pittsburgh, to Buffalo, all of those by on the puck line. And then you've got the Islanders who are struggling. They've lost 4 straight hockey games. They can't afford to lose any more of them. When they're winning, though, they beat Toronto by 5. They beat San Jose by 3. They beat the Ducks by 3. And they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins by 1. So they have been winning a little bit more. And they've even in their losses, their problem is that they haven't been able to score a goal. They've only scored 1 goal in their last 3 hockey games. They have to turn it around. They don't have a choice. Feel free to fade this if you like the trend, but I think their back is absolutely against the wall. They have to win tonight. They're not going to have very many chances against teams like the Flyers. So give me the New York Islanders on the puck line. It's minus 102 at FanDuel. And your last bet is in MLS. We've had a TFC bet in each TFC game this season. I like betting the MLS, and I think this is a good spot here to, again, make a bet that's not necessarily predicting a winner. We've done well in the MLS. We've got Nashville FC playing Toronto FC tonight. This game is being played in Nashville. So Toronto FC has won its last 2 meetings with Nashville after going winless in the first 3 encounters. No team has ever won 3 consecutive matches against Nashville SC, so that puts the side more on Nashville. Nashville also kept its 4th clean sheet of this season. It was a 2-1 win over Orlando last Saturday. Toronto FC, they drew Charlotte 2-2 after taking a 2-0 lead. We all know the story with TFC this year. They can't hold the lead. Toronto is one of 6 teams that has taken a lead in a league-leading 5 matches in the MLS season. It's won 1 of them. They cannot be trusted to hold a lead, and so I don't really care about that. I just want both teams to score a goal. I've got that for yes at minus 125 at Bet365. Is just let's have both teams score a goal. In their previous matchups, it was a 4-3 win for Toronto, a 2-1 win for Toronto, and a 1-1 draw, and those both teams scored as well. Nashville has had trouble scoring. They have 3 matches this season in which they haven't scored a goal, but Toronto hasn't, aside from 1 match, has given up a goal in every contest, and as we know, when they get out to a lead, they're very susceptible. So Toronto's coming into this with a draw, win, draw. It'd be nice for them to get a win. I don't know if they can get a win on the road, where Nashville is draw, win, loss, and win. But I just think the way that these 2 teams score, I definitely think Toronto FC has the ability to find the back of the net, even though they're going to once again be without Insigne. I think Bernadeschi is on fire. He was our best Toronto bet last week. We hit that goal for plus 160. That's also a possibility today as well. But I don't think that I think they'll be able to score, but I also don't think they'll necessarily be able to defend. It could be something like a 1-1 or a 2-1 to Nashville. But the way that both teams have been playing, I just expect, Nashville's defense has been good, but Toronto's offense has been good. Their problem has been their defense. So something like 1-1, 2-1, even I think the over-under on this is 2.5, which is insane. 3 goals? I don't know about that. But I'm going to take TFC and NSC both to score a goal for minus 125. So there's a lot to get to today, a lot to do. There's, a round and a half of the Masters we have to get to. But your official Saturday bets for today, I have Pereira and Adesanya to end in a TKO or a KO for minus 110 at FanDuel. I've got the New York Islanders to win on the puck line, minus 102 at FanDuel. And at Bet365, I've got TFC and Nashville SC both to score a goal. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following at Tyler Conium on Twitter for more picks and props throughout the day. TikTok and Instagram for just the picks portions. Audio on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Have a great Saturday. Happy Easter. Let's talk sports.